Hello everybody, this is Meg at Chasing Retro. I hope you guys are doing well today and that your week has started off good. I have a Happy Meal that appeared on my porch this morning from Carrie the paper monkey, and I think it's a thank you gift for being on her craft and chat or crafting and cutting up that we did this past weekend. Thank you, Carrie, so much for this sweet gesture. I'm excited to see what you have sent me, and it was a delight to be on a live show. I guess it's called a show with you. It was so much fun. I got a lot of cute tags made and stored away for future childhood journals, and I hope you did too. And okay, let's see. Enough talking. Let's see what's in here. Thank you so much, Carrie. M is for Meg. It's like a little, what's the word? Like a kindergarten. I bet it's one of those things that has all the letters that you hang on the wall. So I haven't shown yet, but I turned one of my journals into a correspondence journal, and I'm keeping all of the correspondence that's sent to me. And so I think I'm going to leave this on here like this and put this whole thing in there because that's just too cute. And I'll put this with it. All right, it looks like we have some thickers or some foam. Yeah, these are foam stickers probably. Summer themed, which is awesome because I think I would love to be able to fit a summer themed journal in this year. Aloha surfboard. Look at that sunshine. Oh yeah, these are definitely stickers. Cool. So cute. They remind me of some of the puffy stickers from the 80s, honestly. I sure do wish I still had my sticker collection. It's one of those things that got tossed over the years. I love those. Those are fun. Oh, look at this beautiful, what a great idea. This is those little things that come on socks when you buy socks at the store. That's a great idea to wrap it around to secure lace. It's not as dangerous as a pin. I love this. This is beautiful. Very pretty. I needed some more wide white lace. I've kind of exhausted a lot of what I have. Look at this sunny fabric. So cute. Emma and Mila. It's like, I guess it's sunflowers, but they kind of look like sunshines too. Really cute. Oh, look at these big fun buttons in 90s colors. And some quilt squares. Oh, look at the square button. These are so fun. The colors are awesome. So fun. And then we have some seersucker fabric. Look at that. How pretty. And this is super retro looking. It's purple. You don't see purple a lot with orange and green too. Very cool. Wallpaper border. And some yellow daisies. So I will definitely put this aside for the daisy journals because, hello, that's perfect. Perfect for those. It's like a watercolor brush look. Oh, look, it's a new address card. It's very 80s. I love it. It's like the 80s country. Love this. Oh, how precious is that? This is, so I have some birthday invitations in my own personal, like baby book and stuff that I received as a baby or a toddler, and a lot of them look like this. So cute. And this is probably, yeah, this looks like a Sunday school postcard. When you missed Sunday school back in the day, your teacher mailed you a card. Abingdon Press, I believe, is that's like a Bible publishing company. There's little David with his harp. So cute. And then look, this says Clever Factory. They're like little encouragement cards, but the colors are so fun. So cute. These are perfect for our journaling cards. Oh my word. What a find. Carrie, those are so fun. Look at these colors. Oh, these are also Clever Factory. Maybe these are like classroom incentive type cards, what I just had. And these are color mixing cards. How cute would this be in an art journal? Oh my word. Yeah, I remember being so disappointed when I realized that red and green did not make a Christmas color. In fact, it made brown. I remember that discovery. Oh, these look like, yeah, little nautical themed. How cute is that? Sound cards. So cute. I didn't know you could put an elephant sound into words, but they did. Meh, meh. Yuck. Bats. I know some people love bats. I'm not a fan of bats. We had one in our attic once, and that was what sealed the deal. This looks like some vintage peach ruffle. I'm not going to pull it all the way out because I'm going to leave it in here, but look. Peach ruffle with like tiny, almost tatted trim on the edge of it. Lovely, lovely. I do love some peach. And here's some white lace. Very beautiful. Very, very white. A lot of the lace I have is like an ecru color, but this is a true white. It looks like it would make a beautiful curtain, like a sheer curtain. And everything smells so yum. It's like fabric softener smell in here. Oh yay, I have like 4 of these left. Someone gifted me some of these a while back, and I actually used to use these with my kids and gave them away. I thought, I will never use these again. Little did I know, right? And you could so easily just put a picture in the middle of that, like a little Dick and Jane fussy cut or something. How cute would that be? Oh my goodness, look at this little notebook she put my name on. You have one of those alphabet punch boards. I saw one of those at my craft reuse store, but it was so intimidating. I was like, I don't think I know how to use that, so I didn't get it. It was also kind of pricey. Look at this. I have the same paper pad. Look how perfectly you wrap this around this notebook. That is fine craftsmanship, my friend. That is very impressive. No bumps or wrinkles to be seen. So cool. How cute. This is the perfect little book to toss in a purse when you have little ideas that you don't want to forget about when you're out. I get hit with creative ideas sometimes when I'm in the middle of a store or something. More peach. Beautiful peach ruffle. Aw, she shared some vellum envelopes with me. I was not at my Hobby Lobby early enough to get any of these when these went on clearance. So that's awesome. Or no, these aren't envelopes. These are like the sleeves. But all you have to do to make it an envelope is just sew right here and here. Lovely. I'm going to put that over here with my vellum. What is this? This looks like a vintage highlights cover. Wait a minute. Are these highlights? What is this? I must know, because this looks like the way the covers looked when my mom was little. Let me know what these are, Carrie. I'm on the hunt now. It's like, they're like tongue twisters. That is so fun. Rhyming cards. These are probably like tell a story cards or story starters, maybe. DLM. Backyard scavenger hunt. How fun would this have been when my kids were little? They love to do scavenger hunts. Perfect. So many cool flashcards to use. These look like Sesame Street or Muppets. Yep, they do. Yak with a yo-yo. Look at this. I may have to put these in the Sesame Street journal because they're 70s and they just look like Sesame Street to me. Oh, do y'all remember those little terry cloth snap onesie, baby onesies, footed pajamas? I do. He's got a box full of Milton Bradley playing cards. Why is he lifting that? Oh, these must be safety cards. They look very 80s. More flashcards. Mermaid magnetic pad. How cute. Mermaid at heart. Lovely, and she's redheaded like Ariel. Oh, look at these little cards. I've never had these little cards like this. Thank you for these. These are so cute. Yeah, I've seriously never had these. Okay, maybe I do. Someone did send me this one because I put him in my giraffe journal. Look at this, Louisa May Alcott. Oh, this is fun. Did you find these at a thrift store or a estate sale? They're in great condition. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at this fabric she sent me. I think it's like a sheet. See how it's gathered and it has elastic? I would have felt like such a lucky girl to have these sheets. I had Holly Hobby and Strawberry Shortcake sheets, but I never had Care Bears. I didn't know they made them. It's probably good that I didn't. I did have Care Bear pajamas. Those will go in that will go in the 80s journal. And some lovely navy blue, which honestly I don't have a lot of navy blue fabric at all. It's one of the gaps that I have. I buy a lot of blue, but I don't buy a lot of navy, and I'm realizing now I have hardly any. Oh, she made me another notebook. It's a larger one, like a photograph style. How cute. These are so cute. You can make these custom ordered. This is probably a notebook cut in half, right? How did you cut that in half? Or was it bought like this? That's so cool. It looks like a composition notebook cut in half. You could totally custom order or order, you know what I mean? Personalize after order and sell these. So cute, Carrie. Look. Oh yeah, this will go in the Sesame Street journal. How cute is this? There's another one on the other side. And we have some long cards. I'm gonna run these through the embosser like you did on your video. I love these. What are these? Are these charm packs? No, how cute. Where are these from? Where did you find these? Are these Joanne? Oh, how cute are these? Summery. Look at the little fruits. Oh my goodness, how cute. Apples, polka dots, gingham, pink daisies, and strawberries. These look happy. Little books. These will be perfect for back to school journals, which I also hope to make this year. Patriotic. This is like early summer and late summer. What is in this one? Purple, yellow, red. These are just happy colors. These are adorable, Carrie. Thank you. I don't know. Can I get this back on? Yes, I can. Y'all excuse my chipped polish. I have been working nonstop getting the pages in these journals into each book and not really paying any attention to my fingernails. So after I turn this camera off, I'm gonna do a little bit of craft with me if y'all don't mind. It's not gonna be super exciting because I'm just cutting pages for one of the journals, but y'all can just sit with me. Oh, I missed a charm pack. Look at the pink lemons. These are so very cute. You'll have to tell us where you found these. Happy Value does not ring a bell, nor does JAS. So cute though. Okay, and then the whole box was lined with this beautiful vintage fabric. Look at this beautiful piece of fabric. Going to be hoarding this one. Carrie, thank you so much for this box of goodies. I love it all. Love it all. And I will be on a live anytime you would like. Just let me know. Anytime again, I would be happy to. And once I figure out how to and get less scared of going live, I will have more people. I will have to start inviting people onto my lives, and you will be one of the first. So thank you, Carrie, for this. And let me clean up real quick, and then I'll come back and do some paper cutting. Okay, I'm back. I had to spit out my gum. I hope you didn't notice I was smacking on gum in the first part of the video, but sometimes we make bad decisions. And my bad decision last week was while I was in QT, I grabbed this. Did any of y'all used to chew this back in the 80s? I couldn't believe they still made it. Grape was my favorite flavor of gum of all time, and it still is. And you just can't find grape bubble gum anymore. And honestly, I don't chew gum much at all anymore because I have TMJ. But, well, I have TMJD. Everyone has a TMJ. I have TMJD. And so I don't chew gum much anymore. But when I do, it's always sugar-free. But this called my name and I had to get it. So I love it. I love blowing bubbles. But I switched to a more adult snack, or if you will, and got some coffee. So all right, so what I'm currently working on, I'll insert a little video clip now of the other journals that I have put pages, cut pages for. They're not sewn in yet. I have, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 done. This is the 10th, that's not right, 10 done. This is the 11th. No, that's right. This is the 10th, and then I have one more. But those ones that you saw are the ones that are, all pages are accounted for. So now I'm working on this one. One of them I ended up making ring bound because no matter how I looked at it, I could not figure out how to save all of the words, the beginning of the word, because of the spine fabric needing to come around. And it cut pretty cleanly, so I don't even think I'm gonna have to use washi or anything. But so if someone likes ring bound journals, this one could be for you. This one's not reserved, but I ended up getting, I only had 1-inch rings and 2-inch rings, and 2 was just too big, and 1, you know, you can only fit like 25 pages or 30 pages. So I ordered some multicolor I think they're 1 5/8 from Amazon, and love them. Wish I'd gotten those a long time ago. So I'm cutting pages, and I've got my template here, which is 6 by 5, and I've got my holes punched. And I'm not putting hole reinforcers on every page. Pages like this that are, they're thin, but they're not like super thin, and I worry about ripping. I'm leaving unreinforced. But this is gift wrap, and it's very thin, so I reinforced this as well as this page. So I'm just gonna keep going through my papers, if that's okay. I may talk a little, I may have moments of quiet, but I just will start looking for pages to be cut in here. So here is one of my painted papers. This is what this side looks like, and this is some paper that I got at Walmart. It has this annoying little, it's not even perforated, it's just a dotted line. I don't know why they did that, but let's cut that off, because we don't want that to show. And then the pages need to be 5 inches across and 6 inches tall. So let's just use this one right here. I've been cutting so many pages, my trimmer blade, I need to replace it again. Let's see, I don't want to cut off all of that, so I'm going to cut off a little bit from either side. There we go. So all of the other journals have 15 folded pages and each of 2 signatures. So that's 60 leaflets. So that's what I'm aiming for this one, 60 leaflets. I'll gauge it. Did I cut that too short? It starts, y'all. I have trouble talking and crafting at the same time. I'm just gonna go with it. This will be a little bit shorter than the others. That's okay. Once I put the template on, I hold it up to the light to see if I have it, you know, the holes spaced where they should be. Yeah, this one should have been 6 inches tall, not 5. I basically made a 5 by 5 square. We'll see how many other mistakes I make while making this video. Still cute though. So the way I made this one is I painted the background like a cement. This is all acrylic, apple barrel acrylic colors. It was like a cement color. I wanted it to look like, not grout, that's not the right word, mortar. I wanted it to look like mortar. And then I have, do y'all know those little triangle makeup sponges? I have like, I bought like a 50 pack one time. I don't know why I thought I needed that many. You don't. So I divided them up and put about half of them in my paint kit. And I just turned it sideways and sprinkled. Put some paint on a plate, a paper plate, and smushed it around, and then just lightly, just like a stamp. And then to get it to make the full image, because it's such a squishy sponge, I kind of had to press on all four corners, otherwise it would not make a square shape. But I think it looks like bricks. I was happy with how it came out. And then you can rinse them out and reuse them. All right, so 4 down, 56 to go. I have all of my, these are actually really cute and they're kind of already in squares. So I think I will do this since they're already kind of cut up into little story segments. I have all of my already cut up book pages next to me. And I'll just go through that stack and then I'll start pulling more pattern papers to interject here and there. I'm a little off frame with the cutter. I don't know if that matters to y'all. Let's see. Is that better? Maybe. And so now we have Mumford on the back. So I was not planning on staying home all day today. Yesterday I did, and that was just so I could get a lot done in these journals, and I did. I was able to make a big headways, but I was gonna go drive one town over. I have a clock waiting to be picked up at a clock repair shop. Unfortunately, the clock is not repaired, and it will not be repaired because of the price that I was quoted by 2 different makers or repair guys. The clock is not antique. Some of my clocks are, but this one was not. It's probably 15 years old. And one of the parts, the part that keeps the time, is called the escapement mechanism or the escapement platform. The teeth on it were made out of plastic. I didn't know at the time what to look for. And they wore down, and wouldn't you know, it cost about as much to replace the escapement platform as it does to buy another clock. So I told the guy, okay, just put it back together and I will come and get it this week. So I may end up selling the parts, the case and the movement for parts, I'm not sure, and maybe put it toward the price of another clock. But that's disappointing. But anyway, I was going to go get that today. And then I told my husband, I texted him and asked something. I forgot. And he said, oh, I thought you were going to take me with you when you went back to the clock place. Because I didn't have him with me when I dropped it off. And he kind of just wants to go and see it. And I said, okay, I'll wait for you. So we're going to go this weekend when he's off work. It's one of those shops that makes you feel like you've gone back in time when you walk in. So we're gonna go pick it up. Sadly, without walking out without a fixed clock, but that's okay. If it were a sentimental piece, or like a clock that my grandpa had made or had in his home or something, yes, I would have probably paid it. But I bought it 15 years ago. It's not sentimental at all. And this will allow me to start the long search of finding another clock, because I really want one where to sit where that one sat. I've had that one for, you know, about 15 years, and I loved how it was on top of a tall bookshelf. And unlike my other clocks only do half-hour chimes. This one had quarter-hour chimes. So it was, now, people that don't like chimes, that would probably drive crazy, but I love it. And it was called a 3-chime clock, so you can choose 3 different songs of chimes, if you will. I thought it was a very, very nice clock when I bought it. I mean, I guess it was, but it just wasn't. I don't know if I want to cut. See, these are perfect size for this book, but these, I'd lose half of it. I guess, you know what, I don't really need this part. Let's cut that in half. First, let's cut the page in half. I mean, cut it off from the other one. So, do you guys does anybody else out there like clocks other than me? I don't want to become a clock collector, because I think if I had that many ticking clocks in my house, it would get old. But I have 4 chiming clocks right now. I'd like to have, 3, minus the one that's broken. I'd like to have 4. And let that be my cap. What I really want is one of the ones that sounds like just a tiny little ding, like when you're watching The Crown or Victoria. You know what I'm talking about? It sounds like somebody just hitting the edge of a metal bowl with a spoon. Like it's very, very tiny. A tiny tin type sound. That's what I would love to find. But then again, if that's the case, I probably won't find, maybe I will find a quarter chime clock that does that. Quarter-hour chime. You're probably like, please stop talking about clocks. Some people collect shoes. I collect clocks. This is a really cool image. It would make a cool center signature, but I ended up not using it because the story is not, it's like a fairy tale, and I didn't know, like, he's not a recognizable Sesame Street character, so I didn't, if it was Grover or something on the top, I probably would have used that. But, all right, we have Bert's Hall of Inventions here. For the most part, everybody wanted an eclectic blend of papers, because I offered everyone either keep the story intact, at least in the golden books, but everybody, oh, I've already got a picture from this book. I'm glad I checked. Everybody wanted an eclectic blend, which is what I would choose as well. So this is one of the books that I ordered that's like landscape, but half of the book was black and white, and I don't know why. I think it was like a built-in teacher's guide, and they're probably thinking the teacher doesn't need color. So I'm going to use those pictures, but I'll have to put them on cards and tags that have bright backgrounds to make the black and white not so boring. I have no idea what this means. See, these are cute, but no Sesame Street characters are in here. So, but those will be useful for any kind of just generic children's journals. That is hilarious, the way that she is flipping her hair around. This little guy, I saw him, I was watching some old Muppet clips this week, and I saw him. I don't really remember him. This is tempting because I wonder if I could do a fold out page. Let's try that. I haven't done a fold out page on this one yet. I really like doing fold out pages on ring bound. I'm really in the mood to make another 3 ring binder or 5, maybe it's a 5 ring binder. You know, the little Better Homes and Gardens binders. I really enjoy making journals out of those. Okay, let's do 6 inches tall. Don't cut it wrong this time, Meg. I don't think I cut the other side straight. So let's remedy that. I did not. So this is now 6 inches tall, and it needs to be 5 inches, no more than 5 inches in. So I got some white space I can cut off. And now we see where it would fall folded. Perfect. So now it folds out, and then I'll leave a little bit for the holes. I need to go to Michael's because they've marked down some. I was in there the other day, but I didn't know they had also marked down some mixed media pads, like spiral notebooks with the clearance marked down. And then I need to run into Hobby Lobby to see if they have any more Fabri-Tac that's been marked down, because I'm about halfway through this bottle. This would be a fun fold out too, with the little guys where they are trying to sell numbers. I don't know what this guy's called, but he's the guy that approaches the Muppets about buying a number. Okay. Oh, 5. I may have to cut off more. I hate to cut off this guy, but I'm gonna have to cut some of him off. I really don't like a double fold out. It makes the book too bulky. Okay, this works well. Oh, I was wrong. It's 5 inches, Meg. I cannot keep this 6 and 5 straight in my head. Okay, we gotta trim some more of this guy. Sorry, guy. I'm gonna have to cut you off. I'm glad I didn't crease that yet. Here we go. Nope, that's still not gonna work. Okay, we'll have to trim off this edge too. Okay, so the effect is not as funny as I was hoping for, but I am totally out of frame. I am sorry, y'all. Yeah, that was right, Meg. This is why I should not measure with my cutting board. I should measure with my mat, because that totally would have worked. Oh well. I need to drink this coffee because evidently it hadn't kicked in yet. One of those afternoons, you know. All right, so we have this octopus, and then we punch holes. All right, that's a fun little page. I probably don't need this because the pages are so short. Okay. Let's keep going through my stack. Are y'all bored yet? Let's look through my magazines here. I love these magazines, but they don't, you know, the Sesame Street characters are not on every page, is what I'm saying. Oh man, I love the Electric Company too. Loved it. Not many Sesame Street characters at all in that one. That's cute, but I feel like that would be better as a whole page. It is challenging when you're working with a small journal and big books. Those are very stylized looking Munford. These are beautiful. This one looks exactly like this one. Like, I feel like I just saw this teddy bear. Did they repeat? They totally repeated some of the games. 75. When was this published? May 1975, and winter 76. They totally repeat. They didn't think the kids would notice. Shame. I thought I was going crazy yesterday because I kept seeing that, and I'm like, I feel like I haven't looked through this one yet. Here's another magazine. This is so funny. These drawings of Bert. I just feel like these pages are so pretty. I don't want to cut them up. You know what I mean? When they're pretty on both sides. Okay, maybe this one, because I mean, that's cute, but it's not like, I'll cut one of these out. All right. I need to cut this page off because it's in my way. There we go. We have Ernie. And I can just do a little, you know, fussy cut embellishment on that page because it's kind of a boring background. I'm trying to think what else I could talk to y'all about. Let me see. This probably needs to be a fold out too. That's really cute. Let's do him. Maddie, thank you so much for this book. This has come in so much handy making these. It has been perfect. The perfect little thing that I was missing for the pages for these. So my blade must be getting dull. And a lot of this older paper is very pulpy. All right. This little ragged edge just, it drives me crazy. I have to fix it. And I probably should just change my blade. But, okay. Let's fold it to make it 5. There we go. I've already made this hole bigger than it should be. I'm really bad about lining up the template. Okay. This was the cover page of that songbook, and I just love it. It'll be perfect for any kind of other journal, really. These are very vivid pages. I don't know that I'll be able to. Well, you know what? That's perfect, though. That is actually perfect. I don't think I have any Grover or much Grover in this book yet. This used to be one of my favorite books growing up, Monster at the end of this book, because my mom she would read it in such an animated way. It would make me laugh so hard. Oh, I don't want to cut him off. Meg, think about it. Watch out. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I was about to cut the wrong end. Yeah, it was one of my favorite books growing up. That'd be kind of cool as a collage piece, so I'll save that. And then it needs to fold in just a little bit, but not much. But I don't want to lose any of him or the edge of this page, because I love how you can see the page. Oh, an update on the gouache paints. I'm going to do a video of it soon, but I have been painting. When I get, you know, overrun with too much journal making, I've been setting it aside, usually in the evenings, because my husband and daughter like to join me and we'll paint. And I don't know what took me so long to find this paint medium, y'all. I think gouache is the most amazing type of paint. It is the flexibility of watercolor, but the coverage of acrylic. And I am in love with them. It is so fun. If you like to paint, it's $8.99 for the 24 set at Hobby Lobby. Just buy it. Ignore the bad reviews. The colors are beautiful. They're vivid. There is a little bit of oil separation in some of the darker colors, but that is easily remedied by just, you know, working with the tube a little bit, and then obviously after you put the paint on the palette, stirring it in. It's fine. It's really, I expect that with any type of paint in the tube. It is great. It has been so fun to work with. I think I have a page from this book. No, I don't. I don't even have a page from this book and this book. I must not have gotten to it yet. I do need to add a page from both of these books in here. I don't want to overwhelm myself with too many book pages, but I have to remind myself too that instead of just 15 and 15, I'm having to get 60 individual pages. So it's going to take me a little bit longer to accrue. And honestly, the Ringbound journals have a little bit more the positive side to them, other than the fact that you can add and subtract pages with the rings. There's more variety because the pages are individual and not folded, so you tend to have more freedom to add lots more different types of pages. So that's kind of fun. But anyway, gouache is where it's at, and it is really fun. I look forward to painting some more this weekend. And we're gonna have a neighbor and her daughters over for our paint day next week, one day next week. So that should be fun. They love to do art. And it's really cool when you have a neighbor that's literally walkable distance that you can invite over to do art nights with. We also like to have people over for dinner. It's one of our things. I feel like that is a lost pastime nowadays. People just don't have people over for dinner much anymore, but we love to do it. And we have two nights this week that we're having a guest over, and maybe one night next week, I think, tentatively. We enjoy it so much. I think I'm gonna not put another Ernie image because I got a lot of Ernie in this thing. Here's what I'm looking for, the Big Bird book, which is what this book is. Big Bird's not anywhere on those sheets. Let's see. He's walking real slow because he's in the school zone. That's cute. This is a cute one. I like this one. I got Prairie Dawn. Okay. I can't have music on my video because, you know, copyright, but I listened to Phil Collins all morning. Do y'all just wake up some days and you're like, today feels like a blank kind of day and you just want to listen to one type of music or one artist? That's like every day for me, and every day it's different. So today was Phil Collins. I don't know why. I mean, I love him. I think he's a brilliant musician, honestly do. But I wanted to, he also fills me with a lot of nostalgia, just his voice. Like the minute his voice starts making noise, I am immediately transported back to, you know, 1998. And he did a lot of the Disney soundtracks. I think Tarzan was completely him, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty cool. Uh-oh. It slid. Perfect. Another one of the things I like to do in my spare time is to make playlists. We have a Spotify and I love to make public playlists. Most people don't notice them or see them or subscribe to them, but my family usually does. But I just really enjoy making very unusually themed playlists. All right, I think I'm done with book pages for right now. Now I need to focus on other things. I've already put gift wrap in this journal. So I think I've already done a coloring page as well, so we can set that aside. I thought about this gift wrap. It's very thin, but I think it'd be cool in here. I will have to iron it. I do iron paper like this that's rolled. I don't really iron wallpaper because I don't know what the glue will do, but for gift wrap, I put my iron on a medium setting and I iron it. You'll have to let me know if you do that also. Okay, so let's cut this 6 inches tall. I'm going to pause the camera while I iron this. Okay, back. It's flattened as well as it will be. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is on my mind. We're going to talk about food. I'm hungry already, and I had lunch at like 2 hours ago. I'm excited about dinner tonight because we're having Brenner, breakfast for dinner. We do that probably once every other week. I would do it every week if it wasn't so unhealthy, but we are going to have broccoli quiche with homemade crust that my husband is making using sourdough starter. Ladies, I know. I said husband. He is a better baker than me. He has gotten into sourdough and he has been making sourdough bread this year. And he was like, I really want to try a pie crust. If you ever make a pie, let me know. Well, I really don't love the idea of sourdough pie crust. But I was like, I bet it would be good as like a quiche or something. So that's what we're doing. He's going to try that. He made it last night and it's like chilling right now. And then he's going to roll it out and bake it when he gets home. And then we're putting spinach and 2 types of cheeses in the quiche. And then I'm going to make grits because, you know, we live in the South. And I'm going to make cranberry muffins. So that's what's for dinner. Let me know what y'all are having for dinner tonight. We have one leftover night a week, unless some of us are like not home much, and then it'll be 2 leftover nights a week. But yeah, we try to do that at least 1 night a week. I think I want to do it this way because, so I painted this page thinking it either looked like Big Bird's legs or Smiley the worm. But most of the page ended up going into another journal, obviously. So this is all I have left. But it'll still be a cute page. Yeah, cute little half page. But oh my goodness, he's been making bread. We had to tell ourselves we couldn't make it more than once a week because we would just gain so much weight. But it is better for you than regular bread. It has, you know, it's a type of fermentation, so it has some probiotic type effects on you, and supposedly is easier for people who are gluten allergic or maybe at least gluten intolerant to eat. None of us in our family is, but we've been able to tell friends that are and share some of the starter with them. And yeah, it's good. It's yummy. It's really good toasted with a little bit of jam. Really good that way. I think I want to do some of my braided paper too. Yeah, because no, not this book. I'm getting this one confused with the other one. The Sherlock Hemlock book has some hot pink on the cover. So I pulled a little bit of hot pink papers or painted papers to go in that one. But anyway, since I was coming back around to the clock conversation, since I was going to go pick up my clock, I was going to run by Hobby Lobby because, oh my goodness, I just happened to pass one on the way. So when my husband asked if I would wait for him to go with me, I was like, well, that just put a pin in my plan to go to Hobby Lobby today, but that's okay. I want to look at their yarn. People have been hauling some yarns this week that I think would be perfect in my journals, and like I said, I want to check the Fabri-Tac. But I have 2 Hobby Lobbies within pretty, reasonable driving distance from me. One is always picked over and always crowded, so I almost always go to the other one. But I feel like 3 weeks after the clearance sale has started, I have a feeling I'm not going to find really anything. Y'all let me know. Are y'all still seeing some stuff? Are you still finding some deals? Or is that pretty much done now? I need a piece of wallpaper. Let me grab one. This is really fun. I put this in another journal and it just looks retro to me. Which way do I want it to go? I think I want it to go this way. So it needs to be 5 inches. So I found too, speaking of food, we had a really hot weekend last weekend, and it's temperate out right now. I think it's 87 today, but it's going to be in the lower 80s by the end of the week. That's okay. But when it gets into the 90s, I find that I just do not want to cook. I don't want to turn my oven on, and I don't want to eat anything hot. So I don't know if this is a southern thing or not, but sometimes we'll just have what's called a cold plate. And I'll just make like chicken salad or pimento cheese or pineapple cream cheese or something, and we'll make sandwiches, and then we'll do everything else on our plate is cold. So it's like cantaloupe, watermelon, pickles, olives, hard-boiled eggs, just cold. It's a cold plate. And you don't feel like super gross and bloated when you're done. It's just, I don't know, I like it better for warm weather. And at restaurants around here, they sell cold plates, and sometimes I'll get them. Slaw is another thing that people put on them. Y'all let me know if y'all have cold plates where you are, and if you like them. Okay, so I got this super fun pad, and I've got a lot left, so let's pull some of these. This one is really fun. I could eat my weight in watermelon in the summer, though. It's my favorite fruit. It legitimately is my favorite fruit. I love it. This is fun. Okay, so sometimes what I do before I cut these, I need to cut the little weird dotted line off. I'm going to print something on here. I'll do that with 12 by 12 too. I'll have a 12 by 12 with white back, and the first thing I'll do is cut it down into 8.5 by 11, and I'll print on the back. And then I'll cut it down to the size I need. So I'm going to do that real quick. I'll need to grab my laptop. Let me put these in the printer. Okay, let's pick out some papers. Okay, one of them is going to print fast because I printed normal print quality. One of them is going to take longer to print because I'm doing quality paper quality, printing quality, and that always takes longer. But I do that when I have things that are red, because my printer does a lot better with red if it's on the high quality print setting. I don't know why. That color seems to be a problem for a lot of people. The key is to use the brightest paper that you can, as in, you know, it comes in brightness levels, and then print on the highest quality print setting that your printer will do. So on the back of this one, I printed some numbers. So let's cut this down. I think I want this to be a fold out as well. So let's do 6 inches tall. That'll be a perfect size for a pocket for this journal because it's short. Okay, and then how much do I need to cut off to make let's cut about this much. Let's see. probably about 3 inches off. No, that's too much. Let's do 1 3/4 and try that. So cool. I love doing these fold out pages because when you open it, you can put a little pocket here, like a hidden pocket. And sometimes I'll have them open this way, and sometimes I can't with this one because the numbers will be upside down, but I'll flip it and I'll put it this way. But this one has to go this way because of the numbers. This is right fun. I really do like working on ring-bound journals. So on the back of this one, I printed some bricks. If I was going to do a fold out, I should have, well, I guess we won't do a fold out for this one. That's okay. I'm gonna cut it this way first. That's a better use of the paper. This might be a good like cover page when you first open a book. Or this one. What is on the front cover? Big bird. That might be kind of cute. Okay, I'm just cutting some plain papers now that are just honestly offcuts from other journal projects that I'm just pulling out of my scrap bin. So the best way to use scraps up is to make pages for a small journal. I counted while the camera was paused too, and I had 20 pages, so I have a little bit to go. I have some fun pages like this that they're not like, you know, they don't scream Sesame Street, but the colors go, and the paisley is kind of 70s, so I'm going to go with it. I think it's cute. This journal actually is, this size journal is fun to put things in, like as a page, a while you were out pad, which I'll probably do, or a flashcard or something like that. So I'll probably grab a couple of those in a second. Kind of makes me want to make a ring-bound journal for myself, just for fun. Sorry for my squeaky chair. It is, I just don't know why it's so squeaky. It's brand new, but it is very squeaky. I think this one's gonna need reinforcers because it's a thin page. I've got some light pink. Well, as you can see, that's one of my most used colors. I should have some though. Not there. Not there. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think I need to buy just light pink because I go through that color the most. All right, so Carrie just sent me some flashcards. Let me grab one. I think my cat wants to sit with me too. Come on, Mitt. Here you go, bud. Let's see. I might save this one for the baby journals, honestly, but this would be perfect for this one. Yeah. Yep, less than 5. All right, let's see if any of my other cards in here will fit in this journal. I need to decoupage with these napkins too. Cool, this one might be perfect. Yep. Make sure I've got it the way I want it. I think I want the words on the outside. So cute. This bag is sticking up a little too far, so I'm gonna trim it. Y'all didn't see me grab this bag earlier either. It's just a little glassine bag that someone gave me. Or actually, I think I bought these at Hobby Lobby a long time ago. I did put hole reinforcers on this. It still feels really thin, so I'm going to put some on the back too, because I'd hate for this page to get ripped out. This is a very old phone book from 1967, I think. Okay. Well, guys, this video has been going on long enough, and I don't want it to be an hour long. I just wanted to come on just for a little craft with me while I cut these pages. I know this wasn't the most exciting video ever by any means, but I will be doing some more of these as I make the ephemera. I'm going to be doing some painting. I'm going to be doing some crafting with fabric and felt for some ephemera for these. Lots of fun plans. So I will certainly bring you along for those as well when I embark upon those projects. But thank you for joining me today, last minute and unplanned, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon and evening. See you soon.